Let's get this thing going. See what we got. We are live. It is Sunday night, Islanders. Sunday night, no matter where you're from. I hope you've had a good weekend, and I hope you've had a great Father's Day to all you fathers. As we get this thing up off the ground, be sure to say hello. Be sure to tell us where you're from. And if you're a father, okay, tell us you're a father. Say, yep, that's me. Here it is. Happy Father's Day to everyone out there. We're going to talk about that here in just a little bit. I see so many familiar faces already out there in the crowd. Hello, Charles. Lito Tito is here as well. I've seen Josh out there. Coach Cruz is there. Coach was live earlier. I've been at the ball field all day. Another weekend spent at the ball field. Coach, I'm sorry I missed your live. I will go back and watch it. Of course, I see Jen here as well. I see Medic. Joseph is here. Mike, I saw, of course, very early. Steve, Mr. Steve Donaldson. So great to cruise with Steve. And now, I'm sorry, we're lifelong friends, though, okay? I hope that's a good thing. We are lifelong friends. I've also seen Super Chats already kick off. I appreciate that so much more than you know. Jen was the first one tonight with a Super Chat. She just said simply, Happy Father's Day, Derek. I appreciate that. And I had fun today at the ballpark, but I'm glad now to be home. I'm thankful to be in my space. The tournament was yesterday. The tournament was today. It was 115 degrees yesterday with, of course, the feels like humidity temperature. Today it was cooler, thank goodness, but it's good to be home. Josh, thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate that so much. And we had one more here. Let's see. Cruise Vet. How about that? Happy Father's Day to all you dads, Cruise Vet says. I've also seen some questions as we've gotten started here. And Medic, U.S. Army Combat Medic, your prize is headed your way. I apologize. I've been swamped. I've been busy. I will get it out to you. I promise you that. There was some discussion as well around theater costs for IMAX. Josh had a question. He said that John Hill said maybe Top Gun will be playing in a couple weeks when he goes on the Vista. Lito Tito said, yes, I think it's $15. That was the cost for the IMAX on the Vista when we cruised just a couple of months ago. So, yes. Jason, by the way, your prize is headed your way too. Your way too. I talked to you, I think, yesterday. Thank you so much. Happy Father's Day, Jason says. We appreciate that. Corpus Christi, Texas. We got some friends at Corpus Christi. Manuel is from Dallas. Travel with Nick is here. Jen is here. Jennifer from Alabama. Diane, thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate that. Joseph says, Happy Father's Day to all the Islander dads. Exactly. Looks like Amanda is on as well. There's Jeremy, Mr. Jeremy Kraft. Jeremy and Jackie, some of our great friends that we met through cruising. That's what it's all about. Jeremy, I hope you're having a good night. I spoke with you earlier as well, about to turn platinum. Worked so hard to get there, and you are almost there. We're excited for that. We're going to be talking about platinum and what advantages you get when you're platinum. There's been some discussion and debate here lately of what's going on. So we're going to talk about that. Yeah, we've got all kinds of kids here tonight. Beckett's kind of having a cousin sleepover, so there's kiddos. I've bombarded myself up here, so maybe no one comes up here. Do you know how oxygen works on Carnival, Darla? They have had, if you were on a tank, okay, a big tank that you have to carry around, wheel around. They have not allowed those cruisers to cruise. I have, however, seen cruisers on oxygen with the bags, just the small bag you carry, able to cruise. I've seen those on our cruise ship. And as Darla asked that question, and Hope ask her question, how we're doing. We're doing great today. If you have questions, be sure to type the word question, put it in all caps, do something to make sure that we see that question. We would love to answer it for you. There's a great possibility that our other Islanders or Islander community will answer that question before I do. That is okay, but I will try to see your question. If you're new here tonight, if this is the first time you've joined, or maybe you've joined and you haven't really chatted it up, you've just kind of watched things, you've gone in, you've gone out, you're watching it, you're watching TV, be sure to say, hey, I'm new here. Hey, this is my first time. I've never chatted before. And I promise you, we will say hello to you and welcome you here. Monty's here. I see that. There's Charles. How about that, Charles? Shout out to all the single moms pulling double duty. And that is exactly, Charles, is how I grew up. I grew up with a single mom, no dad. And I can tell you this right now, it is so special, and I'm blessed to be a dad to my two boys. They're young, of course. Some of you guys have teenagers. My boys are young. I do everything I can now to try to make up for when I didn't have a dad. I remember wanting to play catch with my dad out in the yard. He wasn't there. I try to do all I can now. A question, how's the school votes for Amanda? Mike asked. Mike, thank you so much for putting that in all caps. I was able to see it pretty easy. The competition for Norwegian Cruise Line has ended. Amanda was in that. Rachel was in that. Michelle was in that. Amanda finished in the top 20. Jeremy, thank you so much for that super chat. We're off to a good start. Already, I'm going to have an announcement on the winner tonight of our giveaway. I've got it right here. But Mike, the contest is over. Amanda has been notified, but they told us you can't say anything. And I made a small comment just a couple of days ago on our Facebook page. I didn't say if she won or not. I didn't think. Amanda's like, you better take that down. They said we can't say anything. So we're kind of in that waiting period right now. I promise you, as soon as we hear if Amanda won that trip on the NCL Prima, the new ship there to Galveston in October, I will, of course, let you know ASAP. I promise you. Monty, got my November cruise changed to the celebration. That's going to be awesome. The celebration is going to be wonderful. Question, I know it's Father's Day, but how is Mom? I talked to Mom today, of course. She wished me happy Father's Day. She's doing very, very well. She is mentally strong. She's kind of getting a little bit more motivation, and we're thankful for that. But it's always special to have Mom wish me happy Father's Day. It's a blessing. It is. Let's see. Question, Brad says, what island in the Caribbean will drop its testing protocols next month? Brad, that's a great question, and it is in the news circuit right now. The Bahamas has come out and changed some testing protocols if you fly to the Bahamas. Used to, you had to get a test before you flew there, and you stayed at Nassau or you stayed at Freeport. And they said, nope, starting actually today, midnight, you do not have to have a test anymore if you're flying there. You just have to show your vaccination status. I think that is very soon to follow from the Bahamas. But remember, if a cruise ship goes to the Bahamas, that's great. They don't have to have a test if they announce that. But if it goes somewhere else, Key West, Florida, something like that, where they have protocols, then they're going to still have to require that test, Brad. So we are watching that so close. I think we're headed in the right direction there. I know that test is a lot of trouble for people, but know that it's worth it. Even what happened to us in the canceled test, it is worth it, okay? We already booked a large concentrator that will be ready in our stateroom. How about that, says Darla. I love it. I'm new on here, Darla. Thank you for joining. Thank you for taking time to comment and being active. This is a great group of cruisers and islanders who are set to help each other. I know I'm falling behind here. The Norwegian Breakaway or the Carnival Mardi Gras? Ask Z. Z, I know you've been debating this as well. You're looking to try something else. I would have to choose the Mardi Gras personally. Don't be mad at me, but I would have to choose the Mardi Gras. She is a spectacular ship. I know that Coach is actually cruising her very, very soon. But Z, I know you're looking at the Allure of the Seas too, coming to Galveston in November of this year. We're excited about that. Lito Tio says, I just got my 100 shares too, Tim. Tim referenced, do you know how to get the onboard credit for Carnival stock? Tim, I do. I will do this after this show. If you're not on our Facebook page yet, the link is in the description of this video. I will post the form that has contact information for guest administration, and I will post a sample email. I have a template that I send. Hello, my name is Derek. I am writing to you because I'm trying to get my 100 shares or my $100 of onboard credit for my 7-day cruise. My booking number is this, blah, blah, blah. I will post that to our Facebook page tonight after the show. I will commit to that, Tim. But if you're looking to get, if you're looking for cruise stocks, and I'm not a financial advisor, but I know they are so low. And what has me excited a little bit right now is Carnival announced that they're going to have their earnings report for their second quarter. So April, May, and June quarters. They're going to announce the results on Friday morning before the market opens, June the 24th, I think that is. So it's going to be interesting to see that the stock is at a 52-week low. What do they report? Capacity is about 100%. Onboard spending is insane. I think we're going to have good news, but we'll see, of course. Hope says, any updates on, it just jumped around, sorry. And there was a question above Hope. Let's see if I can scroll up here. Sorry, we're jumping around. Any updates on cruise ships on mask? And masks are optional now across the board, really, on all cruise lines, no matter where you're cruising, except for just a few places. Some ships cruising in Alaska have to have masks right now. But vaccine mandate, vaccine so far is here to stay, but it does not include the booster yet. Also, how much stock do you need to get a credit card? 100 shares, and depending how long your cruise is, will determine how much onboard credit you get. If it's longer than 6 days, you get $100, and it goes down if you're going on a cruise that is shorter than that, or it goes up. I think 14-day plus is $250. So how about that? Aaron's got a question as well. When will your Margaritaville video drop? This week, Aaron. I've got that footage. I've put it mostly together, video and pictures, and just a quick review, like 3 minutes of me just in front of the camera giving a quick review. It will be this week, going in a few weeks, and I'm looking forward to your thoughts. Aaron, thank you so much. I will get that out. It gives Atlantis a run for its money, and I've been to Atlantis, so that's why I say that, okay? Rayleigh is here as well. Welcome for that. Steve says that he bought 100 shares as well. Michelle's here, says happy Father's Day to all the dads, stepdads, and those who are role models. Thank you very much, Michelle, for including those, because there are a lot of people, a lot of men who try to do what they can do to influence young people, coaches. I see it all the time coaching Beckett's team, of stepdads out there, grandpas out there, people who are just trying to help the community, and it takes us all, right? We are a community. Tony G is here as well. I saw Tony. Lynn says Mardi Gras is beautiful. I like that. Steve and I bet a lot of cruisers bought stock this week. Absolutely. I mean, it had to be a lot. Before I get going too fast, let's pump the brakes, okay? For all of you who super chat, I give a prize out. Usually you get to pick something out from the spread shop. This week I'm going to do something a little bit different. Amanda has been spending money. Imagine that, okay? You guys out there, you fathers know what I'm talking about. I don't say anything. She works for a living. She brings in income as well. So I'm not insinuating anything. But she has surprised me with a couple things this week that I absolutely love. And I'm going to show them to you. If you are the winner of this week's Super Chat, you're going to win some exclusive, and I mean exclusive items, because we don't sell these yet. Maybe you guys can let us know. I don't like to sell things. We have our lanyards, and I only sell them because I can't find any like them. I would love to let Spread Shop sell them, or someone else. I can't find any like them. Look at this, guys, as I invite you all to crack open your favorite drink. If it's water, Dr. Pepper, I'm a Coca-Cola guy, or you want to sip on something else, I've got Jimmy Buffett, speaking of Margaritaville, how about that? Little Jimmy Buffett's Land Shark, and look what I'm drinking it out of. Guys, how about that? An Island Time, here we go, let me mute that. Island Time pint glass. How about that? Island Time pint glass. This could be yours. If you're the winner of our Super Chat giveaway, every time you Super Chat, you're entered to win. Island Time pint glass. Amanda designed it. It's got the blue, okay? It's got the blue context and color. It's got blue on the bottom. That's what I'm going to use to hold my beverage tonight as I see Miss Pam come through. Thank you so much for that Super Chat. And Lito Tito, happy Father's Day. You do an awesome job with your children. Lito Tito, you know me very, very well, and I appreciate that. I promise you that. There's Lynn. How about that, Lynn, with the Super Chat? Again, let me pour this little Land Shark lager into our Island Time pint glass. I'll package it up. Whoever wins, if you want this, I'll package it up all nice and good for you. And how about that? There's Steve. Hey, Steve. Thank you for that Super Chat. We appreciate that. And Charles, love the pint glass. What else is coming? I've got something else I'll show you here in just a second. Again, I'm not a salesperson. I'm just saying someone's going to win this. You can have the pint glass, or you can have what I'm about to show you. Let me wet the whistle here, right? Thank you, Michelle. I love that. I love it. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you. If you don't want the pint glass, there's Mr. Jeremy again. Jeremy Kraft, thank you so much for that super chat. Jeremy, I think you're entered 3 or 4 times to already win. If you don't want the pint glass, you're not going to hurt my feelings. You can instead choose from one of these 2 hats. You know that I like my hats. I have this one. This one's available on Spread Shop if you want it. But Amanda, the designer she is, has designed this hat here in color with the Island Time logo in color. It's got a khaki front. It's got the teal and white. One size fits all. Okay? So if you win Super Chat tonight and you want the hat, you can have this hat or this one's sharp. It's hard for me to give this one away. How about that? Teal front, Island Time, colored logo. And it's got a dark back. How about that? Anyway, whoever wins, choose the pint glass, choose either hat, and let me know about these products. Again, I'm not, thank you very much, U.S. Army Combat Medic. I appreciate that super chat so much. What do you think about the pint glass, the hats? Again, I don't want to get into this selling business, but I can for sure have exclusive giveaways, right? I can give these things away. Thank you, Lido, for that comment there. Loving the pint glass. Steve, yeah, all you need a shot glass, Steve, right? You don't need the pint glass because that Fireball comes in a shot glass. How about that? And Steve got his stock cheap. I love every time you say, how about that? How about that? How about it? How about Arkansas baseball, by the way? How about that? Jay Smith is new. I'm glad that you're here. Glad that you took time to comment. Welcome to the community here. That's a $35 hat, Charles says. They were whenever Mando bought these, I thought we can't sell these. We paid too much to even, I don't know. I like them, and I'm going to wear them. You're going to see me in them for sure. Charles says $45 with an autograph. How about that? I love it. I love it. Erica's asking, where is the Fireball? That's right. Question, are you doing a group cruise? Lucia, thank you very much for that question. I think group cruises are on the horizon, okay, per se. We're almost there. I think we're almost there, but we are taking a cruise on the Carnival Horizon, July the 23rd of this month. We're just over 30 days away. I can't believe it. It's going to be our first kind of dabbing into the group cruise experience. We'll see how that goes. And as we continue to learn more about group cruises and how to book them and how to make sure that you provide your guest a great experience, then we'll move forward with that. So we're going to get there, I promise. Did Beckett have to test to get off the ship, Mike? That's a great question. He did. The last sea day, he did have to test to get off the ship. It has changed a little bit, though. Before, he would test and sit there in the comedy club until he received his negative result. And this time on the Carnival Dream, they swabbed him, and you had to go back to your room for 20 minutes. And they would call you if you were positive. I wish they would have called us either way, because we're sitting there, we're like, well, his test was 20 minutes ago, but we've only been here for 15. So, yeah, we had to go back to our room. Everything was good. But if you're unvaccinated, you do have to test before you get off the ship, usually that last sea day. How much is the pictures on Photoshop on Vista, Randy says. Gosh, the photos are high. They really are, but it looks like they've brought back one of their photo packages. If you're cruising and you like pixels, look on your My Manager, Manage My Cruise page, and it looks like they've brought back a package where you can buy so many pictures, so many 8x10s and digital pictures and things like that. So take a look at that, but they are expensive. I mean, an 8x10 is like $25 or something. So they are. But Randy, if it's the perfect shot, if it's a great shot, it's worth it, right? It is. It really is. Lucia, when will I next be on the breeze? The next one scheduled is December the 29th of this year. Many of us on here. From Lito Tito, Michelle, Rachel, Charles, Steve, and Christy. We are going New Year's, December the 29th. It's a 5-day. It goes till January the 3rd of this year. That's the next plan for the breeze, so we're excited about that. Yes, and of course, Mike asked about keychain lanyards. I sent an email to the person that I get my regular lanyards from. Again, I don't get my lanyards through Spread Shop. It's somebody local, and I asked about those. So, yeah, Yep, $22 for 8x10, Steve says. If you're interested in our lanyards, I'll show them really quick. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. Double-sided print. We've got, of course, the Pretty Blue. This is the best seller. I will say that for sure. Pretty Blue. We've got this platinum as well that a lot of people like. It doesn't clash with your platinum card. And really quick, it's got the both of these are the same. So you have the plastic clip here. It's got a good clip. You can take it off. You don't have to take the whole lanyard off your head. You can unclip this, pay for your drink, stick your card in the slot machine, open your door, and the metal clasp. That's the important thing. Don't have that plastic clasp at all. Have that metal clasp that closes all the way. If you want one of these, my PayPal is in the description of the video. I sell them for $12 each, so for $24 you get two. That includes shipping. It comes in a bubble mailer. It's a good deal. It is. Just let us know which color you want, and we'll take care of you. Let's see. Did you enjoy the Dream 14-day in October on her? Kathy, we did enjoy the Dream. She's always been good to us. We haven't cruised her in several years. We cruised her out of New Orleans many times, but we enjoyed the 8 days going to the Bahamas on her. She's a little bit different than other ships. You need to look at her, check her out. Her deck plan's a little bit different. There's no Red Frog pub. The decor is different if you're a decor person. Some people do not care at all about decor, but it's a little bit different, but she is a pretty ship. She is. Thank you, El Alvarado, for that. We appreciate that. I did a private photo session on my last cruise. Army Combat Medic says, thank you so much, Samuel, for that super chat. We appreciate that so much. Found out the cost would be $550 when we went back to view them. Wow. Goodness gracious. Kimberly says, hi from Dallas, Texas. Rocked the blue lanyard on the Ecstasy last week. How about that? Saw 3 others, Aaron, on board. Thank you for sharing that. Hopefully you got a look at that Rolls Royce before it left the ship. Yes, that pub crawl will be fun. It will be. So do you represent the 205 or were you just stopping by, Rick says. I don't know about the 205. I'm in the 501, though. The 205. Here we go. Question: how do you set up a super chat on my birthday on my channel? Z Show, I can go through that with you. It is a process to do so, but I can go through that with you. Let's talk a little bit, okay? We've got summer plans coming up. We're cruising this summer on, well, we've already cruised once, June 4th on the Dream. Of course, we're going July the 23rd on the Horizon. We've booked some special rooms. We have, a lot of us have, we have Havana rooms, and we have aft balconies. We've been in Havana before. We've stayed interior on deck 5. Now we've actually got one of the aft wraparound balconies that we're excited for. And we're going to, a lot of people ask where we're going to. We're going to Aruba, Bonaire, La Romana, and Amber Cove. I am behind on excursions. I do know in Aruba we're taking a sunset sail and snorkel. We're excited about that. The other 3 are in question. Coach, I saw you sent a message about La Romana, I think it was. I need to look at it. We'll see if we book something. Yes, thank you, Coach, for helping Z there. Amy is here. Sorry, she says I'm late. Just finished Father's Day meal. How about that? Hello from Heber Springs, Arkansas. Literally, you're right over there, like right over the mountain is where you're at. How about that? Representing the 501. How about that? Cody, we will be on Norwegian Sky on September the 25th and Carnival Horizon February 18th. I do hope some Islanders are there. I do want to ask you, Islanders, what are your summer plans? Share them with us. Let us know if you're cruising, and if you're not cruising, if you're doing something else, let us know, because sometimes we do need trip ideas for, going to Florida, going out of the country to an all-inclusive resort. So whatever you're doing, let us know. We're excited to see that. We really are. Do we like cove balconies, Kathy? I've never sailed on one. I've always wanted to. They're so close to the water. I mean, it's insane when you look at those pictures and videos. They're right on top of the water there on deck 2 and 3. I haven't been in a cove balcony, but I promise you someone here has. If you've been on a cove balcony, please share. Is it worth booking? Is it worth being that low? Or is it better to be up high? Let us know. I know it's a subjective thing, but let us know, of course. Heber Springs is a beautiful place, David. You know where that's at. You know where that's at. I like it. I do. And here we go. I've got to ask this question. I hope I don't get in trouble, but I have to ask it. I was excited this week, and I had someone actually ask me on our Facebook page, what news this week excited you the most? And I'm usually not asked that question, but I found it interesting because, as you know, I keep up with cruise news. I create content almost every single day. Stories come, stories go. But someone said, what was your favorite story this week? And it kind of made me think. I was like, okay, what all happened this week, even though I reported on everything? And honestly, I was excited about Carnival announcing a partnership, a relationship with MGM, and they're going to offer sports betting on board. I'm excited about that, and some people, they do not like, I know some people, they don't like it. They do not like sports betting. They think it messes with the integrity of the game. You shouldn't bet on sports. I have to ask you, would you consider betting on a sporting event while you're on board? If the answer is yes, what sporting event would you like to bet on? I would say this. I love the NCAA March Madness tournament. I cruise almost every year. I'm on the ship the third week of March when that tournament starts. And I would love to bet on some of those NCAA March Madness games that take place several days in a row. It would be awesome to do so. Let us know if you're interested in sports gaming. I got a couple of good answers from casino hosts that I messaged because I said, how would drinks on us work? If you have drinks at the casino, you're drinking for free as long as you're in the casino. If you're sports betting, which a game lasts, 2.5, 3 hours, do you get free drinks or do you not? And they've received a memo. Both of them are on different ships right now. They've received a memo, and they both they gave me the same answer, really. They said, yes, we think that you're going to get free drinks as long as you have an active ticket. So as long as you have an active bet, I don't know if there's a minimum on that, but they act like you would get your free drinks. And I thought, oh my gosh, $100 on a game would last longer, 2.5, 3 hours, than it would in craps, roulette, the slot machine. That may be the way to go, right? Coach Cruz says, yes, football. That's right. Charles says, yes, anything, hoping they have it ready for July. Baseball. They might. It said a few months away, but I'm like, they're going to have kiosk, and they are going to have the ability to bet with cash, not just your sign and sell, and get back cash. A lot of people like that. Horse racing, Michelle says. Michelle, we have Oaklawn Park in Hot Springs. And matter of fact, when Rachel and Charles, Mike and Michelle came to Arkansas, we took them to Oaklawn. So it's interesting you say horse racing because we are a horse racing state. Hot Springs has a huge Oaklawn Park track, very beautiful. I've delivered all over Arkansas. David says, Mammoth Springs, how about that? How about that? Yes, Samuel, College World Series, woo, pick suey. Let's see, baseball, Trina says. College football, Kathy says. Question, Joseph has a question. Hey, I know you and Amanda go on a lot of Carnival cruises. Mostly, do you go on other cruise lines? And why do you choose Carnival? For me, you get more for your money. Yes. Hot in Minnesota, it is. And it's burning up here. Joseph, we do cruise a lot with Carnival for a few reasons. Number one, our first cruise was a Carnival cruise on our honeymoon. Number two, they treat us so well. Number three, our pricing. It has nothing to do with island time, but our pricing, because of our, platinum status. And I don't play a ton in the casino, but we get casino offers. So, like, for instance, we just went on this 8-day cruise, June the 4th, right? Prime time season. It is summertime. That cruise for a lot of people in the interior room was $3,000. And it was like, I think 3 of us went for like $500. So we are stepping out. We're trying, hopefully, NCL, the Prima, in October. The Allure of the Seas is coming to Galveston. We're going to go there. But Joseph, we've never had a reason to make that switch yet because they've treated us so well. But know that we are not closed off to trying other cruise lines. We go for cheap with Carnival. So we need to try others, and we will. I promise you that. I can't wait to do that. Hopefully we have a lot of years in front of us. Let's see. Rick says a Jamaica Pier incident. Yes, we reported that. Signed up for the Radiance in December, waiting on RCC to show booking availability. Yes, absolutely. Yep. So starting the Allure of the Seas, starting 11/23. That's exactly right. Let's see. Heather, I agree. I wish they'd start that sports betting tomorrow. It's exciting to see. It is. Play responsible, everybody. Play responsible. And from one Michelle to the other, Michelle, who visited Arkansas, went to Oaklawn, absolutely loved Oaklawn Park. Lynn's got a question here. I'm doing a 14-day Journeys cruise on the Dream in October. Never done 14-day. Oh my gosh. So, Lynn, you're going to have a great cruise, a great Journeys cruise right there. Know that for some previous Journeys cruise, they have some of the protocols have changed, so make sure you're plugged in there to your email to make sure that all protocols are the same on your 14-day cruise as they are on a 7-day cruise. Bill, we had a Havana balcony on port side. Be aware the crew members smoke at the rear of the ship. I've heard that about other people have told me that, actually. I'm surprised by that. One deck down from your balcony, smoke was horrible and felt sorry for cruisers with rear balconies. On June 4th, on the Dream, at night, the crew were allowed to go to Serenity. They shut it down. They roped it off. You couldn't go up the stairs. And crew members were able to go up to Serenity. And I noticed they were smoking there as well. I understand they have to have somewhere. I thought it was interesting. It was actually fun to listen to what all was going on upstairs because it seemed like they were having a good time. It really did. So that's interesting. Thanks for that piece of advice. Yep, it's Jen says. That's why we stay with Carnival. The price is amazing, and it is fun. It really is a lot of fun. Do you think Carnival's going to water down the drinks for sports betting? I hope not, Tim. Goodness gracious, I hope not. If not, you're going to have to bring me another one, right? We're going to have to change our drinks. Cruising 2 7-day cruises, says Jen. March and May, both were like $200 with $200 onboard credit. Yep, it's tough. Take the last cruise on the Ecstasy October 10th. Would love to meet you, Shirley. I've got that penciled in. I need some things to fall into place. A PDO, for example. I don't do this for a living. I have another job, and I think we have 7 cruises booked this year, so we're going to see how things fall out. Maybe I can get off for that 5-day cruise. I wish it was 4 days, but it's 5-day cruise. Hopefully we can get there. As Lynn says, yes, cheap cruise. Amy, hubby does sports betting, sports year-round. If they give sports betting rewards and offers like they do the casino, which I think they do, he'll be in hog heaven. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I love it. Tim is here. Welcome, Tim. We're having a great time. We're talking about sports betting. We're talking about summer vacation plans. Tim, let me share this with you. Our super chat system tonight, you're either going to you can choose exclusive items, not for sale anywhere yet. We'll see if you guys like them. I don't know. We didn't order a ton of these, but Island Time pint glass, Island Time hats. The winner of the super chat giveaway for this week will get to choose one of these 3 items. I will mail it to you. This glass I'm gonna have to wrap up though, and it's not this glass. I had someone actually message me and said, "Is it the glass you're drinking out of?" No, it's not that one in particular. But we've got 10. Amanda ordered 10 of them. David says Virgin Voyage should be at the top of the list of cruise companies to try. I agree with that. We actually just had some friends and business owners here in Greenbrier where I live go on Virgin Voyages. They've been on Carnival I don't know how many times. They sell Royal 5 times a year, and they said we're not cruising anywhere else. The only thing they said they didn't like is it was a short cruise. They have 4 and 5 day cruises. They wish it was a longer cruise, but they absolutely love Virgin. So I thought that was interesting. David says Boomer Sooner. Yeah, I know. Just placed my first sports bet last night. How about that? Great game. You won $4. How about that? Was a steakhouse better on your second trip? Aaron, we actually did not go back the second time after the 3-hour, 20-minute fiasco and the lack of almost like support. We gave them our honest feedback. We said, hey, we plan on coming back later in the week, but is it going to be another 3-hour experience? We don't want that. Hour and a half is fair. And they were like, oh, just go ahead and cancel. Just cancel your reservations. Go to guest services and cancel. And we were like, what? I thought they'd say, hey, we'll take care of you. We'll make this right. Come back the next time. We'll make everything right. But that wasn't it. So we canceled it. And that was Amanda's birthday. It was. Does anyone know if sports betting and if you get free drinks, if you spend so much? Joseph, we're not sure yet of the play in the rewards on sports betting. We know it's here, though. It's going to be on Carnival, Holland America, and Princess very, very soon. I think most of them will be kiosk. So I think they're going to get them up and going pretty quick because I think they'll be kiosk. You have to sign the hat if the winner picks one. U.S. Army Combat Medic, if they want me to sign the hat on the inside, I can sign it up here. You know, so if they want me to, I will, of course, if they want me to. I mean, it's if they want me to. Anyone going to be on the Vista next weekend? Amy, I think there are a couple people. Hopefully they're here and can let us know. Aaron, 3 hours is not typical. That's way longer than it should take at a dinner. I think 90 minutes is usually, you know, they try to get you out, I think, in about an hour. But, yeah, 3 hours is not normal. That just takes up so much over your evening and late night and comedy show and the shows in the theater, things like that. So, not typical. Mary, thank you so much for that super chat. How about this? She says Horizon, July 23rd, 2022. So ready. Mary, we are ready too. We cannot wait to cruise. It's going to be our first cruise in a little while without kids. So, yeah, what happens on the ship's going to have to stay there. No kiddos. No responsibilities for 8 days. Yep. I guess not an NCL channel. It is. It is some. We have some NCL. I know Charles has sold NCL as well. But if you have questions, we can try to answer those questions on NCL. Here we go. Let's play a game here as we get going. I've tried to really interact with you guys tonight. The last couple of weeks, I've been so busy trying to get things out there. I really wanted to focus on chat tonight and get things going and really respond to you. Know that when we start playing games, if you've got questions or comments, go ahead and put them. I will always try to take time to answer those, even though they roll through pretty quick. Let's play this or that. This or that. A couple things are on my mind because of recent cruise news, and I have to ask these questions. So here's how the game works. I'm going to give you this that you could do. You could choose this or you can choose that, and you let me know what we choose. We like to get the percentage. You know, let's get the pulse of the community. Let's see how we feel. So here's the first one that I have chosen today. There's been a lot of talk around big cruise ships. How big will cruise ships get? Josh, thank you so much for that super chat. You're entered in to win some exclusive Island Time merch here. Yeah, Steve, you're exactly right. Horizon, I don't even want to say that because I'll get in trouble, but may have to go to dry dock after July. After we get done with her, she may need a little break. Norma, hey Derek, do you think we'll have have to pre-test for cruising in September? Let's see, we're almost through June, July, August. I think some islands will say you don't have to, but I don't know if we will actually do away with it yet. Peggy, thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate that. This or that, here we go. Cruise on a small ship with 1,500 people, or on a big ship with more than 5,000 people. If you were to choose a cruise, this cruise is free of charge from you. David, thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate that. Would you choose a cruise with 1,500 people, or would you choose a cruise with over 5,000 people? Now, this question you kind of know. If you're on the cruise that has 1,500 people, it's going to have a smaller ship. Okay, you're going to have a smaller ship, maybe less things to do, maybe not the newest ship always, whereas if you choose the bigger ship, you're going to have a lot of things to do. You're going to have a lot of people. You might have lines. Let's see what people say. I want to see, is it 50-50? What is it? I think it's going to be about 80-20 big ship. Let's just see. Cruise vet small. Charles says big. Tony big. Lynn big. Either, Lito Tito says. I like that answer. Medic says small. Mary small. Kathy small. Aaron says get me on that ship. Large. A lot of smalls. Amy. Patrick does say big ship. Joseph big ship. Oh my goodness. I'm betting Grand Cayman will require testing. Yes, I agree with you there, Rick. Kimberly and Norma. Well, Kimberly big, Norma small, so we're going back and forth, I think. Big ship over 5,000 people. Small, Donna says. Ronnie and Steve say big. Samuel again. Tim. So I think it's still winning. I think it's for sure 60-40. It's for sure 60-40. There's Trent. How about that, Trent? I hope you're doing okay. Trent said, here's to a 90-minute steakhouse experience on my next Carnival Panorama cruise. Trent, I hope you get that. I hope you're doing well out there on the West Coast. I think about you often. You've had impact on me, and I do think about you often. So it looks like it's at least 60-40, if not maybe 70-30. I was thinking 80-20. Trent says small. The people that like small ships, they swear by them. They do. And the crazy thing is there's not a ton of them left. Everything has been bigger, bigger. But I found it interesting regarding big ships. Of course, big ships have been in the news lately, and new builds and things like that. So that's fun. I would finish that at probably 70-30. As Donna says, both love Serenity deck. I love Serenity as well. 63% for big ships if you add the chat up. How about that, Joseph? Thank you very much, Mr. Statistician. We all need that. We do. Let's do this. Let's do this because I've thought about this a lot lately too. And I'm going to say this, and you're probably going to think, Derek, that's a crazy question. Why would you even ask that? But people wonder about this. So this or that. It's a free cruise, but think about everything you have going on. Do you choose an 8-day cruise, or do you choose a 5-day cruise? 8-day cruise or 5-day cruise? Again, you're thinking, Derek, that's a stupid question. I'm taking 8-day. There are some people who love cruising to no end, but they say 8 days is just a little bit too long. They do. They do. Amanda was one of those. She's about that 7th day. She said, if this was a 7-day cruise, we'd be getting off today. So you tell me, would you choose an 8-day cruise or would you choose a 5-day cruise? Some of you who are choosing 8, I know you're thinking, you're crazy, Derek. Why don't you give that an option? But look at the chat. We have a lot of 8 days, but we have people who say, give me that 5-day. Maybe my work schedule only allows me to take off 5. Maybe you have responsibilities at home. I just talked to someone today who they breed dogs, and they have like 50 dogs at their house. They said, I can't break away very long. I love to cruise. I can only go 4 or 5 days at a time. Norma says 18 days. How about that? Jen, 8 days. We got a lot of 8 days. How about this? 8 days without a doubt, Steve says. Coach says 8 days all day long. Charity, 8 days as well. C Ready and Lynn, they're split 5-day and 8-day. Michelle, 8 days, then I got to come home. Yep, the longer the better, Crystal says. Stacy, 7 or 8 day. Donna, 8 day. I've been on 8, and I've been on up to 13. Woo, David. Ronnie says both. Medic says, I'm retired, 108 days. Yeah, how about that? And as Jennifer points out, I would choose the 8, but it depends on my paid time off. Sometimes it really does depend on what you have off. I'm the same way. I agree. Going on 2 8 days. Oh my gosh, in July. How about that, Felix? I like it. I have a free one next month. I took 8 days leaving from my state. Yep, 8 plus 5, Trend says. Yep, I know there are people who do that as well. Question, would you do the 6 days on the Panama Canal? Joseph, I would. I would enjoy that. I want to do a Panama Canal cruise so bad. It's on my bucket list. I could do the 16 days, but there are some people who they love cruising, but they say no. I've done enough. That's all I want to do. Amy, if you get off of work for 5 days and count 2 days on both sides, that's 9 days. You're exactly right. Yep, you're exactly right. Yep, Rick, I like what you did there. I like it. We've got 14 days within a year. Kathy, I like that. So I would say 80-20 at least for 8-day cruises, which I thought it would be, but it's just interesting to see that some people would rather do the 5-day cruise. That's what fits them better. This one's interesting as well, and I know it could change from day to day, but this or that. Do you stay up all night? Mike, thank you so much for that super chat. 8 days on the Dream, July the 29th, Mama's birthday. Oh my gosh. That's going to be awesome. July the 29th on the Dream. You're going to have a blast, Mike. Thank you so much for that super chat. So this or that. Do you stay up at night till midnight? 1 a.m. I'll go to 1 a.m. and enjoy that nightlife, enjoy the shows, the live music, the piano bar, maybe the nightclub. Do you stay up and you enjoy those late things? Or by 10 o'clock you're saying, oh boy, it's about bedtime, because I would rather have those extra hours actually in the morning, get up early to a quiet ship, maybe sit on the balcony, get up and walk around, see an empty ship. What do you usually do on your cruise? Do you stay up and enjoy the evening, enjoy those late hours? Or do you go ahead and go to bed, turn it in, and then wake up early in the morning and enjoy those hours. I know it changes by day, and sometimes you stay up late or stuff like that, but just normally, usually, what do you do? I have no kids. Late night, Joseph says, late night. How about that? Peggy stays up late. Rick, I do not stay up late. Excursions typically first thing. Yeah, Rick, those excursions can be tough. It really, really can be tough because you've got to, you got to get up sometimes at 7 or 8 o'clock. Coach Cruz, thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate it. I want to slap someone with a tortilla. July the 23rd. We're going to make that happen. We need to make that happen. Late night comedy. Let me scroll up, says Aaron. Then a drink, then bed. Aaron, that sounds like a plan to me. I love the comedy. Comedy is one of my favorite things. I love to laugh. And it always seems like the creativity of the comedians. When I'm on board, that's where I'm like most unplugged. I guess my mind's, I'm not having to think, not having to do anything. I'm listening to someone else. They're being creative. I have to focus in on what they're saying. I have to follow them a little bit. And it seems like I really unplug with comedy. It really does. I do the same too with live music. It relaxes me. Donna says, I'm up early. Cruzvet is up early. Hyperinsomnia. Yeah, Dawn. I've got family members who have similar issues as well. But hey, stay up, have fun, right? Trent, a late night with a midday nap. Yeah, Amanda's all about that nap too. Yep. So it's maybe 50-50. Tim says last cruise, I went to the nightclub, then ate some pizza about 3 a.m. Rhonda says she goes back and forth. Patrick, I hang with the wife till she goes to bed about 10. Then the casino. Patrick, that's about like what I do. So I get you there. The pizza was 24 hours for late nights. But listen to this. Joseph talks about that. Did it go back to 24 hours? Joseph, it is not. The pizza is open late, or it was on the Dream just last week. But it was not open 24 hours a day. I'm not sure if it closed like at 2 or 3 a.m., but I know when I would get up early at 6 or 7 a.m., it was not open. I think I got up one morning at 5 and it was closed. So it's not 24-hour pizza, at least on the Dream. I don't know about the rest of the fleet, but it's not on the Dream for sure. I don't go to sleep before midnight, and I get up at 6 a.m. That's not very much sleep right there. It's not, but I know you could do it. You could do it. I'll have the tortillas in Miami, Little Tito says. I love it. Okay, let's do this. We've got trivia tonight. We've got 3 questions tonight. We're excited about this trivia. Amanda was driving home. I was prepping things for the show. We got home about 20 minutes before showtime, and we got 3 questions tonight. So I know that from last week, I still owe you trivia winners your prize. They are packaged up, actually downstairs. I am off work on Monday. I think the post office is closed on Monday, but I've got stamps so I can get those into the mail. I apologize. I did not get them out last week. My apologies. I'm sorry. Let's do trivia, though. We'll take the 3rd correct answer to these questions. Once you win one time, you cannot win again this week. You can win next week. But let's get this thing started. So here we go. The first question, Carnival Corporation announced this week. Tim, thank you so much for that super chat. Ready for the Mardi Gras, June 23rd. Golly, just a few days. You're about to fly on in right there. You're about to get there and enjoy the dadgum Mardi Gras. How about that, Tim? I love it. You're also entered to win either our pint glass or our hats. My pint glass is almost empty. It is. I'll fix that in just a few minutes. Here we go with trivia. Carnival Corporation is set to bring over a ship from a sister company. So Carnival Cruise Line is going to receive a ship from a sister company. It was announced this week. All you need to tell me is the company name. If you want to put the ship name, you can. I was kind of surprised that Carnival Cruise Line's keeping the ship name, but they are. The third person to say the name of the company, Jen needs that glass. Oh, it's awesome, Jen. Island Time. I just need the name. I've seen it. I need the name of where the ship is coming from. 1, 2, and Tony G. How about that? Michelle was first. And then, we're jumping too fast now, but I did see that Tony G right there. The ship is coming from as I type that over here. The ship is coming from Costa, okay? So many people say Costa. A lot of people wear Costa. My sunglasses are Costa. It is Costa Cruises. Remember that Carnival Corporation owns Carnival Cruise Line. They own Costa as well. But they're going to bring over, as many people pointed out, the Luminosa. And Carnival Cruise Line is going to keep that name, the Luminosa, as the ship comes over. She's a Spirit class ship, so she's not the smallest of the small. She's not the large mega ship, but she's going to be in Australia. She's going to be in Alaska. We're hoping maybe to sell on her in 2024. I know that's a long time away, but hoping to go out of Alaska. Tony G for the win. How about that, Tony? Okay, number 2. Man, this was a story. I talked about this today and I couldn't believe it. Let's go ahead and get this out here. This cruise line, okay, this cruise line, you got to name it. This cruise line is scrapping the largest cruise ship in the world. I actually talked about this today. Just name the cruise line that is scrapping the largest cruise ship in the world by passengers. This ship was going to carry the most amount of passengers, biggest ship in the world. Let's see if we get it. If you watch the show today, then you got it. But it's an amazing story here. The ship it's well underway, and they're going to scrap it because the company, that's the parent company. That's the parent company. I see it. I see the answer now. I see the answer. Let's see here. Ooh, I see Genting a lot, but that's the parent company. I see 2 answers. The next one to get it. Next one to get it. There it is, Michelle. How about that, Michelle? Michelle got it. So Genting is the parent company, but Dream Cruises is the operator, is the owner. So the Global Dream 2 was the name of the ship. The Global Dream is still there. It's around. Matter of fact, they're going to finish it and sell it. But guys, listen to this. The Global Dream 2 is smaller than an Oasis class of ship, and hope we will absolutely pray for you. We hope everything's okay. Smaller than an Oasis class ship, but was going to be able to carry, get this, 9,000 people. Would you even want to cruise with 9,000 people on a ship smaller than the Oasis class if you sailed Oasis class, which are huge ships, okay? But this was a 208,000 gross tons. And it was going to carry 9,000 people. 9,000! That's double the size of my hometown. Unbelievable. It really is. They're scrapping the ship. Scrapping it. Their parent company, Genting Hong Kong, went out of business. Crystal Cruises was under that umbrella. They're out. They've sold their ships. And Dream Cruises, they're going to sell one ship. They're going to finish it and sell it. And then they're going to, yes, Dream 1 is coming. It is. They're going to sell it. I wonder who's going to buy it. It doesn't quite hold 9,000, but I could not imagine cruising with 9,000 people. Trent says the same thing. Medic says the same thing. Michelle, I love people. I do. But 9,000 people, I don't know if I could do it. I really don't. Lito Tito says she always wins. She does. I'm going to type her name down here. She wins. And here we go. Another question here for you Royal Caribbean cruisers. I know we have a lot of them out there, and I've got a question just for you. If you don't know it, maybe you can Google it. Yeah, the Jubilee's going to have a lot, Norma. Probably, maybe get up to 6,000. So if it's 3 and 4 people to a room for sure. Royal Caribbean. They're selling every ship in the fleet now. The whole fleet is back. How many cruise ships is Royal Caribbean currently selling? How many cruise ships does Royal Caribbean have? This one may be tough to get the third response, but for you Royal Caribbean cruisers, you probably like it. Let's see. David says depends on the people. Are we talking about 9,000 single ladies? David, I like your perspective there, you know. How about that? Let's see. How many cruise ships does Royal Caribbean have in the fleet? I'll say this. I've already seen the answer. And I've seen the answer 2 times. And Amanda's playing. I'm going to let Amanda win. Charles, how about that? 24 cruise ships. Mr. Charles wins. How about that? 24 ships for Royal Caribbean. All of them are back. It's worth pointing out that Carnival ships are back as well. Norwegian is back. And I mentioned today that Celebrity is back as well. 24 ships. Hi, Derek. We're doing good. We're doing good. Manny, sorry I forgot you live. That's okay. We're going to wrap things up here in just a little bit, but I'm glad that you're here. Hope that you had a good weekend. We're set for a short week. We've got a federal holiday tomorrow. We're off work. Anyway, at what we do. You were close, David. You were very close. You were. And Amanda, yeah, man, why are you playing Amanda? You're not eligible for this. You think, Amanda's going to get a door prize? You really think that? I don't think that's I don't think that's going to work. Celebrity Summit. You're booked for December. How about that? We have not sold the Summit yet. We do like Celebrity. Celebrity's a little bit more upscale brand. And we do have some celebrity fans on here, so maybe they'll know something about the Summit or a sister ship. As Medic says, congrats to all the winners. Sorry, I only had 3 questions this week. We'll try to get back to our 4-question rotation next week as we go live. Yes, you're right. You're right, Amanda. I do want to ask, and Amanda would not want me to say this, but I believe in the power of prayer, and I know that it's needed. I waited till just about the end to say this. Amanda, please don't be mad at me. Amanda's grandfather, her last one, passed away this morning on Father's Day. Her mom's dad, and he was in his late 80s. Had a huge impact on her life and others. And Amanda and I have been together so long. I've known him for a long time. So if you would pray for Amanda's family. Again, she lost her grandfather early this morning. She needs her prayers, and her family does. We have loved your Carnival Dream videos. They are preparing us for August 13th sailing, Jennifer says. That is great news. I'll have a couple more of them as well. If you're going east, I have a video, Margaritaville, that will come out this week as well. Best place to purchase my Carnival Cruise Line stocks, Jason. I use 2 different brokers. Robinhood is really good, and Webull. Both of them do not charge you every time you buy or sell. I don't get anything from them for mentioning them. I'm just saying that that's who I use. You get your trade confirmations quick. Their trading hours are extended, so you can buy and sell before the market opens and after the market closes. That is Robinhood and Bull, B-U-L-L. Either of those, I think, will do you well. Yep. And David uses Webull too. And Charles, look at there. Yep. Okay, Islanders, we've got a lot going on this next week. I'm going to have some different types of videos. 5 things to expect if you're cruising this summer. I think I've actually got 10 things, so it may be 2 videos. Otherwise, I'm going to have too long of a video. And then we've got a Margaritaville news, and we're going to, you are my financial advisor, David says. I will say this, I stay in tune with a lot of things. I never want to give advice necessarily, but I'll tell you what I do. I'm an open book, you know that. Jennifer, thank you so much for that super chat. There's a couple of minutes left here. Trina, thank you so much for that. Trina says, so sorry, Amanda. A couple minutes left for our giveaway for exclusive Island Time merch you can't find anywhere else besides here. I hope you guys enjoy these hats. I don't want to get into that business, but I like these hats. You guys probably would too. We'll see what happens with that. Let's see. Webull is greater than Robinhood. Rick, I would agree with that. I used to use Robinhood for a long time, but I really do enjoy Webull. Lito Tito, thank you so much for that super chat. You're entered in as well. If I lose, I will blame you, David says. As Amanda says, pray for our mom especially. GameStop. Really? Amanda, you should be proud. I drank a whole beer in the show. I took enough time. Have to say, Derek, you guys make cruising fun and your channel fun. I hope you get to 100,000 by the end of the year. Oh, my goodness, Manny. That would be a dream. I'm trying to get to 10,000 by my July the 23rd cruise. Maybe we'll get there. It's amazing to see the statistics. And Lito Tito, thank you again for that super chat. It popped up a second time. Thank you. We appreciate that so much. But hoping to get to 10,000, but it's amazing to see about 80% of our views every single day, 80% are not from subscribers. YouTube has all these analytics. They tell us all this stuff. 80% are not subscribers. It's like, how do you get these people who probably watch your content a lot? Maybe not every day, but a lot. How do you convert them to subscribers? I don't know. I try. I ask. Asking it shall be given to you. I live by that. I ask, and I always try to provide. If you're not a subscriber, I'm speaking to you. All you have to do is click a button, 2 buttons. Subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Every time I upload content, you can see it. You may think, I'm not watching anything today. I don't have time. Maybe you go back later in the day, you watch it. But I will always try to create truthful content, honest content. I will always try to be here to answer questions and try to be creative along the way, even though I'm not really a creative person. I promise you that. I do try. Thank you, David. I appreciate that so much. Ronnie, that as well. Yep, I am not subscribed. And I don't want you, David says. Medic, the only stock I ever had, I inherited 500 shares of Procter & Gamble. How about that? I love it. Hope, yes, yep. Rick, it means a lot as a subscriber that you actually respond to us. And Rick, I promise you, you're not a number to me. It does get tougher and tougher to respond because as we grow, it's mind-blowing to see the amount of people that respond on YouTube videos, that are on Facebook, and I even get emails and messages on Messenger. And it bothers me that I can't respond like I want to, but I do try. I do. Yep. We appreciate all of you tonight. We hope you've had a great weekend. Whatever your week holds, for some of you guys, you're off work this week. For some of you, it's business as usual. You know what to expect. There are people on here I know that are facing uncertainties. You're not sure what to expect. Maybe there's something big going on in your life. Maybe you're waiting on a big answer from something. Maybe you have a job application out. You have an interview. I hope that whatever your week looks like, it's good. Know that most of the things that we all stress about don't usually come to fruition. And if I can ever be of help, please let me know. Islanders, I've enjoyed this. I've really enjoyed this hour of really getting in here and communicating and interacting with you. That was the goal tonight. If I can ever be of help, please let me know. I hope you have a great week. And we'll see you all week right here on Island Time.